Good day, students. Hope you are doing good. Today, the topic of our lesson is food chain. In the last class, we started new chapter number 11, the environment. In the last lesson, we learned about different components of the environment. What were they? Can you recall? Yes, biotic components and abiotic components. Then I told you that these components are related to each other, like they depend on each other or they interact with each other. That interaction is called, the simple interaction is called food chain. Let's take a deeper look how they are related to each other in a woodland habitat. In the woodland habitat, that animals eat other animals or the plants, so they depend on each other for their nutrients, right? These biotic components can be further divided in two categories, right? Biotic means life, so living organisms can be further divided in plants and animals. Plants, since they produce their own food, they are called producers. The producers are, how they produce food? They need water, sunlight and nutrition. From where they get this nutrition? Can you recall from the chapter Plant and Photosynthesis? Yes, through a process called leaching. In leaching, water washed away the minerals from the dead bodies. And from the dead bodies, how comes these nutrition? By decomposing the dead bodies. The animals, there are some microscopic things which decompose the dead bodies. What are they? Yes, mainly bacteria, fungi and mushrooms. So nutrition comes from decomposers. Then when plants grow, they provide food to other animals. They are called consumers. As you can see, there are different animals which get their food from other animals, right? Consumers are further divided according to what they eat. I am sure that you have learned it in your previous classes also. For example, cow eats grass or plants, right? So the animals which eat plants for their food are called herbivores. Herb means plants, right? Then comes another type of animals which eat these animals. For example, tiger, snake eat other animals. They are called carnivores. Word carn means body. Eat bodies of other animals, right? Then there are some other animals which basically eat both plants and animals also. They are called omnivores. I am sure that you have learned it before also. This is just the revision from the previous, right? Then we learned, so what we learned in our this class? We learned that biotic components can be further divided into three categories: consumers, producers and decomposers. Let's do an activity about this lesson, consumers, producers and decomposer, on the website effortsoftware.com. The link will be given in the description box as well. Do some animal games for kids. In animal games, you can find producers and consumers. Let's open this. When you click it, it will give you the instruction that whatever things will appear on the screen, you have to identify as producers, consumers or decomposer. So let's start. The first one is cat. What is cat? Cat is a consumer, right? So she consumes other things. Grass. Grass is plant, so it is a producer. Very good. Cow. Cow is also a consumer, a herbivore consumer. Then comes mushrooms. Mushrooms are decomposers, right? So I'll wait for you here on the video. Just go and play this game and finish it off. Thank you. Yes, students, hope you enjoyed the activity and you have finished that activity with 0 mistakes. So we were discussing about food chain. What is food chain? Food chain is the relationship between all these biotic components, producers, consumers, and decomposers. Let's take an example of a simple food chain. For example, in the woodland habitat, there is a rabbit. Rabbit eats grass, right? So it depends on grass. Then comes fox. Fox is a consumer, which is carnivorous, right? So there is a relationship between all these three biotic components, and this relationship shown by the simple arrows is called food chain. Let's make things little complex for you. A big food chain. In big food chain, let's say there are acorns. Acorns are eaten by mice. Then snakes eat mice, and the mice is further then eaten by hawks, right? So the relationship between all these four animals is making a little longer food chain, right? We learned in the previous class that there are terrestrial and aquatic habitats. Let's take a look about marine food chain. In marine food chain, small plants called phytoplanktons are eaten by small fishes. What are phytoplanktons? Like algae or some microscopic animals or the seaweeds. They are eaten by small fishes. The small fish is eaten by a medium-sized fish. This medium-sized fish is further eaten by sharks, right? So that makes a longer food chain of an aquatic habitat. Now you understand what is food chain? Food chain is a relationship which shows the dependency of different biotic components, right? But these are not as simple as they look like in these food chains. In our environment, there are many possibilities because there are many animals, right? It's not necessary that grass will be eaten by only rabbits. There can be many possibilities. It can be eaten by some grass worms or some other animals. That is discussed in food web. What is food web? Food web is basically formed by combining different food chains. And may be eaten by a grasshopper, worm, or a fly. Then this grasshopper can be eaten by a bird or can be eaten by a rat, right? So there are many possibilities. When we connect all these food chains in one diagram, the complex figure which comes by interconnecting these food chains are called food web. The orange one is showing one food chain, whereas the red arrows are showing one food chain. Different colors are representing different food chains. I hope you understand it. Let's do another game in website Chap software about food chains. I hope you will enjoy it.
The food chain.
In this game, you have to identify the parts of the food chain in the correct order. If you don't place them correctly, you will not discover it. Let's start the game.
Number 1.
The simple food
chain
chain here has flower, bird, and a caterpillar. So what will come first? Yes, the flower. Then, because it's a producer, then caterpillar, and after that it will be bird, right? It's too easy. Let's
Number 2. Bigger chain. Acorns.
As we discussed already, mice, snake, and then the bird. Like it? Let's play a little harder. Let's take a full chain. In the full chain, what will come first? Yes, the producers. Then after that, grasshoppers. After grasshoppers, mushrooms? No. Lizard. Lizard will eat the grasshopper. And then comes eagle. Right? After the eagle will die, mushrooms will eat it. See the animation? Grasshoppers eat grass, then lizard is eaten by the eagle. And when the eagle die, mushrooms work on them and eat them to form the nutrients. I hope you enjoyed it. Play the game and we will start our new lesson later. Thank you.